Are you unhappy with your professional career? Maybe you've gone through university, you've worked hard and made a lot of sacrifices to get to where you are. After following the traditional path, you're left feeling disillusioned. A few years ago, I was on a medical rotation. After a long 12-hour night shift, I was ready to head home and have some much needed sleep. The consultant made me and the registrar stay back, post-take patients during the morning, knowing that we were going to come back for a 12-hour shift again tonight. What was supposed to be a 12-hour shift turned into a 13.5-hour shift, being overworked and doing extra work, including discharge summaries. I felt shackled to a job that sacrificed my well-being. The truth is, so many doctors are overworked and exploited at the expense of their well-being. What if you could choose a career that is conducive to your well-being? What if you could be valued and paid more for your expertise? What if you could create a career that gives you freedom? A career tailored to your interests, needs and aspiration. More doctors are realizing a singular career is something of the past. They aspire to have a diversified career. Hi everyone, my name is Erwin. Building a portfolio career is one of the best decisions I've made professionally. Instead of having one job, I enjoy the variety of clinical work, teaching, coaching, and creating content online. Diversifying my career has given me more freedom and opportunities that I wouldn't have otherwise. This is a video I wish existed before I started my portfolio journey.
In a nutshell, what's a portfolio GP? It's someone that has multiple roles, often in multiple different settings. They could be clinical, non-clinical, or non-medical.
If you aspire to build a fulfilling career, then this is the video you want to watch. I asked 2 portfolio GPs to share the practical tips with you. By the way, at the end of this video, you can download a free portfolio guide that I've created for you. Starting a portfolio career is exciting, but it's not for everyone. You need to put in time and work to get it off the ground. It's important that you choose something you enjoy doing because we spend so many hours working, so you might as well choose something that you enjoy doing anyway. What are you passionate about? When you do something you enjoy, you're more likely to stick with it when the going gets tough. Now, money is important, but most portfolio roles will not bring a lot of money in the beginning. Let's see what Dr. Mahibur Rahman have to say about common misconceptions about portfolio career. What do you think are the misconceptions people have about portfolio career?
I think one of the misconceptions is that some doctors think that if they add on other things, that it's going to be financially lucrative and they're going to make a lot more money from it. And some doctors, that's why they want to add something else. And that's the wrong reason to go for it. And that's because almost everything that you're going to do is going to make you less money than regular GP work, or just picking up a few additional locum sessions as a GP. And so it's really important, if you're going to add things into your portfolio, do it because it's something you're passionate about, something that you're interested in. But one of the things that I really love about my different clinical roles is that it gives variety to my working week. It's nice to work in different settings and different contexts. Similarly, the fact that I'm doing both clinical and non-clinical work throughout my week, or different things at different parts of the month, I really, really enjoy that. I'll give you an example. Just this last week, I was in clinic on Wednesday. I was teaching on the weekend to final year medical students preparing for the Foundation SJT. But on Friday, I traveled down to Kent, where I was invited to teach a session for GP educators by the program director. And we were looking at exploring the role of GP educators. What are some of the challenges that educators face? What are some of the challenges that trainees face? And how can we overcome some of these? It was really fascinating, really interesting, but doing different things in different parts of the week. Now, most of those things will pay less than regular GP work. But they're things that if you enjoy it and it breaks up your week, it gives you, variety is the spice of life, they say, right? So for me, I think it definitely helps to reduce stress, to prevent things like burnout, the fact that you're enjoying these different things. So that's one thing I'd definitely say, is that most things you're going to add to your portfolio are not going to make you more money than regular GP work.
If you choose a portfolio role because your primary motivation is to get rich quick, then you'll get disappointed. You will probably not be fulfilled and better off locuming to earn more money. However, if you have a longer time horizon, then a portfolio career may bring more satisfaction, happiness, and potentially more money. A good place to start is to make a list of activities you enjoy doing. Be honest with yourself and pick activities you'll enjoy doing even if you not get paid for it. This is a step many skip, and they chase lucrative opportunities that's going to make them money. Take money out of the equation for a moment. The satisfaction of doing something in and of itself is priceless. When you do something passionately, it doesn't feel like work, it feels like play. You feel great playing the game, and money is just cherry on the top. We all have strengths and weaknesses. Why don't you pick something that you're naturally good at? Use your unfair advantage. When you play to your strength, it will give you an edge over other people. It is helpful that you think about what skill sets you've got. What can you bring to the table? What valuable skills that people will be paying for? Some of you are extrovert. You might enjoy to be in social situations where you're interacting with large group of people. You might be good for leadership position and management position. Some of you might be introvert like me. You prefer to have one-to-one conversation with somebody and you're a good listener. So a coaching role might fit you better. Ideally, you want to build a portfolio career that energizes you, brings satisfaction, and is also financially viable. Let's take a look how Dr. Khalid designs his working week.
Hey, my name is Khalid. I'm a GP and content creator from London, and this is what my working week looks like. So 3 days of the week I am in a clinical setting. Usually that's working from 9 till 6, but I say usually, most of the time that's a 9 till 7 job. So I intersperse that in the week. So it's Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays where I'm doing the GP work. And then the other 2 days of the week, I am working on my YouTube channel. That's Dr. Khalid, and we do kind of health videos on there, doing things like scripting, editing, shooting videos. The other day of the week, I do coaching for GP trainees, and also I've made an app called RCA Buddy. So it's kind of updating the app, putting cases on there, that kind of thing. All in all, that's the structure of the week that's worked for me. Some months I may do a bit more clinical work, so I'll do 4 days of clinical work, depending on the month. But generally speaking, between 3 and 4 days is what's worked for me. One of the bits of advice I would give to my younger self is, it's very easy when you first become a GP to just run off and do as many shifts as you like. You have to try and find the right balance that works for you. And for me, that is making a working week that has got little nuggets of things that I enjoy. So doing YouTube work or working on my app, really kind of, I feel energized by the end of the week, and you don't want to get to the end of the week and just knackered looking forward to the weekend. You kind of want to glide into the weekend. So yeah, that's my advice. And I would say, make sure you value yourself as a GP that's just finished their training. I've just had somebody work on our boiler today and they charge 250, and that's perfectly fine. They know how to fix that boiler. I have absolutely no clue. And I often find when I speak to GPs who have just finished their training, they're a bit shy about the fees. They feel they don't want to go at the market rate. Know your value, know your rate, and make sure you get a good experience working at lots of different surgeries. Feel free to reach out to me if you need any advice or have any questions. I'm sure my socials will appear here, and I'll see you very soon.
By now, hopefully you have a clear idea of what is your passions, what are your skill sets, what are your strengths. If you haven't thought about these things, then pause the video here and make sure you write down a list of activities you enjoy, what are your strengths, what are your skill sets, because this is very important if you're serious about building a portfolio career. The next step is to explore opportunities that exist and what might fit the role you aspire in your portfolio career. Let's say one of the things you enjoy is spending time hanging out with your friends, but nobody might pay you for this activity. Think of activities that can sustain you financially. What people will pay you to do. They're high paying, low paying, and pro bono activities. If you'd like to explore what portfolio roles are available, then I've got a free PDF that you can download. Click the link down in the description below. The opportunities to build a portfolio career are endless. You could build a portfolio career in medical education, coaching, lifestyle medicine, and so much more. If you like this video, I'm sure you love this interview I did with Dr. Mahibur Rahman. Click the video to watch it. Take care everybody. Bye bye.